Don't just politically disagree with Clarence and Ginny Thomas. I personally dislike them. They are a cancer on our country.
Ginny Thomas was urging Arizona lawmakers to disregard the votes of Arizonans and instead simply and unilaterally direct Arizona's 11 electoral college votes to Donald Trump.
From Clarence Thomas. As a society, we are becoming addicted to wanting particular outcomes, not living with the outcomes we don't like. We can't be an institution that can be bullied into giving you the outcome you want. Says the man that is overturning 50 years of legal precedent by voting to strike down Roe v. Wade, and whose wife is engaging in insurrection against our country.
That was Texas Poll reacting to some of the latest news involving Ginny Thomas and her husband, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. The controversies keep piling up for the Thomas couple. Earlier this spring, documents obtained by the January 6th committee revealed that Ginny Thomas sent text messages urging Donald Trump's chief of staff to overturn the election results. Clarence Thomas went on to become the only dissenter in a case where Trump sought to block the January 6th inquiry from obtaining sensitive records. Clarence Thomas has voted in countless other cases where his wife has done lobbying work and directly helped groups that have issues in front of the U.S. Supreme Court. Ginny Thomas has worked to repeal Obamacare and abortion rights and affirmative action and bolster gun rights. Has her husband ever excused himself from related cases? Nope. And never mind Clarence Thomas ignoring obvious conflicts of interest, his record shows he's one of the most extreme and controversial Supreme Court justices in U.S. history. For the first 10 years at the court during oral arguments when cases are argued before the justices, Clarence Thomas did not ask a single question. Not one question in 10 years. He continues to say very little in oral arguments at the court, and yet he has plenty to say when asked questions during his paid appearances at conservative legal conferences. Watch.
One of the things I say in response to the media is when they talk about, or especially early on, about the way I did my job, I said, I will absolutely leave the court when I do my job as poorly as you do yours. And that was meant as a compliment, really.
Talk about arrogant and smug. So on top of being a terrible justice with endless conflicts of interest thanks to his right-wing lunatic wife, Clarence Thomas is also full of himself. And this is one of the justices who is deciding countless issues that will directly affect the lives of millions of Americans. And yet some people wonder why the public has lost so much faith in the U.S. Supreme Court as an institution. Every day that Clarence Thomas refuses to recuse himself from cases where his wife is lobbying, and every day when Thomas is tearing down 50 years of legal precedent is another day when the court does not deserve our faith and trust. So what can we do? Well, Democrats have urged Clarence Thomas to recuse himself from election-related cases, but that is not enough. Democrats need to start impeachment hearings with the goal of removing Clarence Thomas from the bench. Conservatives, of course, will block it, and Thomas will not be removed. But it is long past time for Democrats to shine a brighter spotlight on Clarence Thomas and show the public just how much damage he and his wife have inflicted on America.